Guys with the greatest guests, entertainment at its best. Grab your coffee, grab your crisps. It's the YT and Chris Show, SA Bros. Yeah.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. Welcome by SA Bros. Chris.
Good evening. How's it?
Hi, brother.
Lekker, my bro. Ek is so lus vir vanaand. Guys, tonight's going to be phenomenal. We've got the amazing DJ Euphonik up on the house tonight. But he's also playing under a new name now, bro.
What's it?
It's DJ Temba. And you know what? He's being commended big time for it. So I have been doing my homework, man. And this guy's straight up, apart from being an amazing DJ and stuff, he's a well-traveled musician, DJ, electronic musician, and freaking dude, a businessman of note. This guy's got like 13 properties here in Johannesburg and stuff. He knows what he's doing. Hierdie braak gooi. Hy speel nie. Jou mic is baie sag.
He is... Ooh, is it rarig baie sag?
Ooh, ja.
Is it beter nou?
Asseblief.
Is it beter?
Hy is baie beter.
As hy. So yes, I do see he is backstage already waiting for us.
Yeah.
But before we start, guys, look at our new shirts that was sponsored.
Yes, all the way from Paul van Staden, so we got to give a big shout out to him.
Yes, thank
even
you so
our
much,
crew,
Paul.
everybody got some shirts and stuff, so big up to them. You know what, dude? I find it amazing that some guys still have the time to even help us out in this time. And, man, we're totally grateful.
Yes.
We are going to be making more shirts that we will sell as merch and that we will give away as prizes for some special stuff. Jy moet 'n flex doen nou.
There we go.
No, oh, yes. Oh, fucking big. Papa big. Yeah.
Show the gun.
Yeah, we gotta cut off your sleeves, yeah.
Yeah, I will cut my sleeves. I think
Yeah.
that's a brilliant idea. But listen, guys, let's not waste any time. You guys came here for DJ Euphonik. And
The
that's
man.
what we're going to give
The
to
legend.
you guys now.
Yes.
So, here we go. Sorry about that.
What you doing?
Yeah, I don't want to because my flipping camera was unplugged. There we go.
Is it? Okay.
Guys, give a big round of applause for DJ Euphonik. What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Yo, what's
Hi,
happening?
Euphonik.
How are you, my brother?
Usually I'm very, very cool, but tonight I'm not cool because I don't have one of those shirts, guys.
Yeah,
We'll hook you up. No problem, man. Damn.
That is our shirts, and like I said, it was sponsored, and you see it's even got our names, YT, and everything. So yeah, that's a brilliant sponsorship we just got. So yeah, so listen, but can you just turn your phone for me sideways so you can fill up the screen a bit better?
Yeah,
if
so
your
we're in like
rotation is
widescreen.
on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Just switch on your rotation.
Is the rotation
Okay.
on?
Yeah, there we go. How's that?
Yeah, now we're talking, bro.
There we go.
Yes,
Much
dude. So
better.
listen, normally we got names on here that says like a YT and Chris, and because I can't see you, I don't know if it's Euphonik or if it's Temba tonight, man. Because I do know that you're under the new name.
So I was born Temba. So my
Yeah.
original name is Temba Nkosi.
Yeah.
Then when I started DJing here in South Africa, I called myself Euphonik because DJ Temba wouldn't be cool here, you know. It's such a common name. And then when I was exploring going overseas, I realized that, like, you know, like the scene that I wanted to play in that side is very like, they're very like, what do you do? Who are you? Like, what's your sound? Whereas in South Africa, you can play open format as much as you want.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest problem. So like what I didn't want to happen for overseas is for them to Google Euphonik and then find like all my open format stuff. And then like it be confused with the new one channel format stuff that I'm doing now. And also overseas, like the name Temba is very exotic.
Yes.
Absolutely, man. It's very African. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But tell me quickly, you said when you came to South Africa, aren't you? I thought you're South African.
No, I said when I started DJing in South Africa. I'm a South African from Mpumalanga.
Yeah. Where in Mpumalanga exactly?
I don't know if you know. So if you go past Nelspruit, past Malelang, you find a place called Komatipur.
Yes.
Komatipur. So jy het by oom Harry's gedrink. Uncle Harry's pub.
Holy shit.
I'm from the villages that side of the world.
Brilliant.
so
I
you
know
went from
Komatipoort very well.
yeah, man. You went from there to Klerksdorp, and then you ended up in Benoni, my
No,
own home city.
no. I went from Komatipoort
Yeah.
to a township called Ligazi, which is just outside of Nelspruit.
Yeah.
Yes.
From there, I think we stayed in Mashara for a little bit,
Yes.
and then Davidson, which is the east end of Johannesburg, and then
D-town,
Benoni.
yeah,
So,
baby.
yeah.
Away, my brother. Sweet, man.
You know what? Actually, I need to say this, Chris.
Yeah.
Temba, what you basically just explained to us is the longest track back from the Kruger National Park to Joburg. How many years did it take? Normal people drive 4 hours and they're back in Joburg. This took you a lifetime to get to Joburg.
Took me 7 years, brother.
7 years, dude. Totally worth it. Totally worth
You
it.
know what happens? You know what happens with the guys that illegally cross the border from Mozambique into South Africa?
Yes, they're by
They
the
first get to Nelspruit.
Yeah.
So they leave. So they leave Mozambique going to Johnny, and Johnny is where Johannesburg is.
Yeah.
So they get to Nelspruit. They spend a few days and they realize that yeah, man, this is definitely not Johannesburg. And then they have to carry on.
It's got to be further.
You know that golf course there by Komatipoort? I can't remember what's the place name. There's that new. When last were you there?
Last year.
Oh, but there's a golf course with a big clubhouse and everything that you can see the Crocodile River and you can actually see the border post from the clubhouse where you're sitting at the golf estate. It's not the estate; it's just a golf course.
Yeah, I don't know where that is, but like it sounds close.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you what happened. Now myself, I'm a DJ as well. I've been DJing for 25 years.
Yeah.
I did the club scene 20 years ago back with Hurricanes and Tovies and Nexus and those places. So old school hard house. You can see.
I played at Toby's once, actually.
Look at my
shit.
the old stylus from.
Look at that stylus,
that's
man.
dope.
Yeah.
That is dope, man.
Yes. But the rest is all rock stuff, dude. We've enlightened him to the rock and roll. But we are both DJs at heart as well, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what the story was going a big corporate in Nelspruit, Komatipoort. That's not really a big corporate. Hired me to go DJ there at the Komatipoort golf club, Komatipoort golf course. There, people are correcting me. Sorry. And I was actually situated where I was looking directly at the border post. Yeah. And at about 10:30, we just saw all these torches and lights and everything, and eventually we saw the blue lights because they were chasing them next to the Crocodile River. Yeah. And that took the attention away from the show for about a half an hour because we would watch and the screaming and the dogs and everything. We're like, no, switch the music off. Let's listen and check if there's going to be shots fired and so on. And then it just suddenly all went quiet.
It's just Oaks trying to get a better life.
I thought you were going to tell me that, like, while you were DJing, you thought, you know what, like the border's so close, freedom is right across the river there. Let me run it.
Straight
Let me run myself.
At the moment, you know what? At the moment, I think it's like that with South Africans trying to get smokes from freaking Mozambique or other places. They're like prepared to swim through the rivers to try and get some, dude. Yes, man. But dude, you've been around for like what, since 2004, if I'm not mistaken.
2003.
2003. So you've been on the circuit a long time, man, and you're one of the guys that you've risen. For some reason, you've just connected up with the right guys. Something just happened. What was your secret to success, man? Was it just because you're that damn good, or is it who did you meet that like inspired you and got you going?
You know, I think one of the things that a lot of people don't understand about our industry is that it's an industry of many were called but few were chosen. And the chosen few, it has nothing to do with how talented you are. It has to do with your work ethic.
Yeah.
So I mean, like my work ethic, I'd like to believe is like up there with some of the best DJs in the world. And like, I'm just very, very committed and I'm very, very focused to my music. I love what I do, whether there's a crowd or whether there isn't a crowd. Yeah. I mean, like, and this lockdown period has been very, very, very telling. I mean, like, if you've lost your passion for anything that you do during lockdown, then was it really a passion, you know? So like, I'm still making music. I'm still putting in the hours behind the decks, like playing against the wall there at my house, like playing to practice. So it was just a work ethic and a passion. And like, because I was that passionate about it, like what I did was like obviously like drew closer to people that were doing what I was doing, and I think your passion shows and it tells, you know, and I think that's why like I've worked for like some of the best record labels, the best radio stations, with some of the best DJs in the industry and some of the best acts in the industry.
Yeah, man, because obviously, you know what? Like, I've been jamming your stuff for years. The stuff you and Kent did just freaking blew my mind. It was the first time that I heard an African beat that I was like, dude, this shit is, it's
Yeah.
international, straight up. From the moment you
Yeah.
guys released that stuff was going huge. And obviously now you guys are traveling the world, and you're also developing a more international sound, but yet keeping it African to like stand out. Why did you go with Temba now? Is this the new flavor? Is this the more you side of stuff?
Yeah. So basically, like, I mean, like coming from South Africa, like we South Africa is the most eclectic country in the world, and we like all sorts of music from all different genres. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you leave South Africa, the rest of the world wants to know: are you a hip hop DJ? What type of hip hop? And that's where you must stay. You know, whereas in South Africa, we can explore all the different genres. You can literally go from deep house to hip hop to amapiano to EDM in one set, and as long as people are dancing, that's all that matters. Where it's a different story overseas. So basically, like what I saw is that like I wanted to make a sound that was like that like if I open my computer and I want to produce music, what am I producing?
Yeah.
So then I first started there, and I basically like tweaked my sound to, I call it African influenced techno.
Okay.
So it's still very, very South African, but like if you're from South Africa, it sounds very European, but when you're from Europe, it sounds very African.
Yeah.
What's it, more on percussion, or what do you focus on when you like doing that kind of flavor? Because
Definitely the drums, the drums, and some of the top line instruments that you use, like the marimbas, you know, like the toms, the percussions, the snares that you use, the shakers that you'll use, and the drums that you'll use. So I also like sample like a lot of like African stuff from like stuff that my parents grew up listening to, and I bring it back into, so your ear won't pick it up, but if I have to like show you a project, you'll see that like, wow, this is like a snare that Stimela used in one of their songs from like the 1980s or like whatever.
And I know you're influenced by them. It's like it's literally written on your Wikipedia stuff, dude. They're like your influences with that, and you know it's amazing. Like Marvin Gaye, Stimela, Yuma Sakela. So obviously you also a lover of our South African sound, man, and that makes it awesome that you're using that type of like sound and those flavors, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, like what people don't know, like, you know, when you're born African, it's so special, and like that, it's got nothing to do with the color of your skin. Like if you're born in on the African continent, you have something that no one in the rest of the world has. You know, there's very big similarities between people in the US and Europe and Russia and Asia, but South Africans and Africans themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, like you tell me which other country in the world can go to India and very quickly adapt, go to Europe, quickly adapt, China, quickly adapt, and America, quickly adapt, because our society is so eclectic, and that's the thing that makes it so special, you know. And also, like Africans have like a very different heart and different way of looking at things, and like that's what I want to bring across in my music and bring across to the rest of the world. Because one thing I also realized, and if you'd actually pick this up, like the songs that I was doing, like with Mikasa, like this, for instance, like the song "Don't Want to Be Your Friend," that was very much influenced by Deadmauss.
Okay.
You know, and I've got other stuff that's influenced by like Calvin Harris, Tiesto, Swedish House Mafia. But when I was checking out the rest of the world, I actually saw that, like, you know, the Swedish House Mafia, Tiesto, Calvin Harris, they're exactly like you and me.
Yeah.
They ordinary people, and they're also constantly on a daily basis looking for new sounds.
Yeah.
So why would he pay attention to someone that sounds like him?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's where I got it right. Like when I started sounding like myself and sounding very African, then people started paying attention, because it was like nothing they'd heard before.
Yeah. And you know, you mentioned there that they are all just normal people. You know that they are all also regular DJs at different clubs. They house DJs like Tiesto and Avicii when he was still alive. They were I lost the word. What's it
Yeah,
when
they
you
were house DJs in like local
You're a resident
local
DJ.
clubs.
You're a
resident
resident
DJ.
DJ.
Residencies, yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
in Vegas when I toured Vegas, we went to go watch Avicii and Tiesto
Yeah.
and all those guys in the MGN Grand, and it's super clubs. There's no comparison in
Yeah.
South Africa to those type of clubs, but they still resident DJs there, which is I was lucky enough to go meet some of them and chat to them, and some of them are actually very like introverts, quiet, like hello sir. Okay,
Yeah, shy
I'm a
dudes,
bit
man.
Yeah.
intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm a bit intimidating. I'm 6'8",
Must
so
be the
it's a bit
beard.
scary.
Must be the
Yeah.
beard. Eh?
Dude, you must feel privileged because he actually, I can see his wife probably blow dried it for him, and I can see it's all cleaned up and it's all pretty today. Damn, man. Well, dude, I've got to give a shout out. I see Paul van Staden's online now, and this is the guy that sponsored us our shirts and stuff. So, Paulie,
Yes.
check it out, bro. SA
There you
Bros
go.
in the house
SA
with
Bros, China.
freaking the most amazing Euphonic, man. This is
Yeah.
the proper
Oh,
brotherhood. here.
Paul, I want
Euphonic.
one of those T-shirts with my name on it, man.
Straight
Paul
up, bro.
will
Oh,
organize. Paul,
that'll be
I'll-
awesome.
we will organize. Paul, I know you'll be able to do it. You put that SA Bros and DJ Euphonic or Temba,
Yeah.
whatever you're going to go by.
DJ Temba,
Euphonic.
man, that's your
No,
new flavor, baby.
No, we're sticking to
Yeah,
Euphonic for now.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Straight up,
I
man.
need to tell you something, Euphonic, quickly. You are on our 2nd month anniversary guest.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Give
there
to
you go.
us from ourselves.
Our first month anniversary guest was Jack Barrow. And
Yeah.
tonight it's you.
Oh, nice, man. Thank you so much.
In the house, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
That's
yeah,
amazing,
we are still a smallish group and so on, but we're already over 4,500 people in 2
No,
times.
you mustn't say that. You know, like one of the DJs from Ibiza taught me one thing.
Yeah.
He said, whether you just started DJing yesterday and nobody knows you, or whether you've been
Yeah.
DJing for 20 years and everyone knows you, if
Yeah.
you're in the room with a bunch of DJs and they say, can all the DJs stand up? You're also going
Yeah.
to stand up.
Exactly, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how big or how small you are. If you're doing your thing, man, like it's, you know, whether it's for one person or for a million people, it doesn't matter. It's special,
Got
you
you.
know? And the fact that it's not
Respect.
just you guys tuning in, like 4,500 people is a lot of people, guys.
Yeah, it's-
exactly.
You know, so
It's
yeah.
getting there, man. It's getting there. But it's also because of amazing guys like you, man. We've had seriously like super celebs on here, and
Yeah,
everybody's
Springboks,
going through the
rock
same
stars.
shit with this lockdown, man. Everybody's going through freaking. They can't get smokes, or in the beginning they couldn't get dope and stuff. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So
Where are you getting smokes from? I see you puffing away there.
Temba, look
Mama
at
Zuma
look at my
delivered
face.
some for me, my bro.
Shush.
Can I see the receipt?
I know.
Chris, take a crayon and a white piece of paper. I got it from Spar with 2
I bought it
A's.
from Tops, man, straight. No, yes, dude.
Now listen, let's this show we've been talking a lot, but this show is
Yeah.
also obviously for our audience. So let's
Yes.
grab a question here. It's from Warwick James. Now he's one of our top fans who's always on. He's saying, "Can you
Yes.
see that, Temba?"
Yeah, I
Can you read
can. When
He's
do we
like Mr.
when do we get a
Yeah.
remix of King of My Castle or Don't Stop the Beat from ATV? You know what?
Yeah.
Actually, I've got the
Yeah.
time, so I'll actually take you up on that, Warwick. I'm gonna work on it.
Gangster, proper.
Yeah, because you hook up techno beats big time. I know you love the techno, man.
Yeah.
No, you know, like I grew up listening
Yeah.
to all the original Acid and all the Bump CDs. And do you remember the Club Track CDs?
I remember
Dude.
them well.
Dude, you know who we
Yeah,
had
that's-
on last week? Guess we had on last
Uh-huh.
week, Friday. DJ Costa.
Yeah, we had Costa on last
No
week, Friday, man.
ways.
Streets
Yeah.
Nannies, bro.
Costa, do you know Costa is such a legend, and the reason why probably 90% of the DJs in South Africa are actually doing this thing is because of Costa.
Yeah.
Straight
He's
up.
a legend, man.
Straight
There's
up,
a
man.
handful of people. It was Costa, Nelson, and Surgeon Dizzy are the top 4, I would reckon.
Yeah,
in the
Dizzy.
EDM.
Yeah.
And don't forget the
100%.
Bandit, bro, because the Bandit is
Derek the
also
Bandit, yes.
No.
from Euphonic
How
stable,
dare
dude. He's
you.
from
Yeah.
old school
How
5FM,
dare-
baby.
Yeah, how dare you forget the Bandits?
Yeah,
that was
straight
almost,
up, bro.
That was almost a
What
mistake.
what's hot in Derek the Bandits box? Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
Dude, we used to record it on tape recorders because you couldn't record it on anything else. So you made your mixes on and try to like wait. If he spoke, you just paused it for when he spoke, and then you just took the pause off again.
Now,
Bootlegging back then, man.
Timber, you
Yeah.
can't be a
Yeah.
true DJ and a true EDM lover. We've mentioned the top South African DJs, but there's one DJ we haven't mentioned yet. He's not South African, it's Zimbabwean. Do you remember Titch Mataz?
Titch Mataz.
Yes.
That
I know
was
Titch
my
Mataz
hero.
well.
Titch was my hero.
Wow.
He's one of the main reasons I became a DJ is
Yeah.
because of Titch Mataz. It killed me when the South African government caught him because he was an illegal immigrant.
Yeah.
And they kicked him out back to Zimbo because he was literally one of my DJ heroes.
He's a legend, man. He's a
Absolutely.
legend. I mean, like also
One time.
Fresh speaks very highly of Titch Mataz.
Yes, because they're countrymen, fellow countrymen. So I am actually working.
No, Fresh
on
is from
trying to-
Botswana.
Botswana, sorry, yeah. I said Zimbo, sorry, apologies. I am actually busy working on trying to get Titch onto the show, but
Yeah.
the internet stability in Zimbabwe is cock, so it won't be as smooth as this, what we've got here with
Yeah.
fiber and
Yeah.
everything. So, but I'd love to if I get Titch on the show, I'll send you a WhatsApp and say he's on. Come and watch, enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, please,
Okay.
I'd really appreciate that, man.
Yeah. So
Well, Euphonik,
next-
obviously you did a whole bunch of TV stuff and radio stuff as well. What opened the door to radio, and how did you and Fresh actually end up doing those shows you guys did, man? I can't remember the program, but I remember it so well.
Club culture.
Club culture,
Yes.
baby.
So I'll tell you how I got on radio. It was actually very funny. I
Yeah.
used to obviously do mixes like a normal DJ on Fresh's show when he was at YFM, and then when he moved to 5FM, I moved to 5FM with him, and we started the Ultimix at 6.
Yes.
And then what happened is that, like, for a year and a half, while I was still at YFM, I was doing the production for Roger Good's show.
Yes.
So I was basically the guy that put together all the content. I'd find all the mixes, find all the DJs, and put together all the interviews. And then when Roger was moving from the Sunday night show to something else,
Yeah.
I think because I knew the show so well, I was the no-brainer person to do it. And when
Yeah.
they called me, I actually said, nah, guys, not for me. Like, I just want to mix on radio. I'm not trying to talk. I'm not trying to be a drive-time DJ. I'm not trying to be a DJ. And they were like, no, we definitely want you to do the show. Then I spoke to Fresh about it, and I asked him, what do you think? And it's like, yeah, you must do it. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's another platform. You get to play house music for 3 hours. So do
Yeah.
it. So that's how I started. That's how I started on radio. And I mean, like, I wasn't great when I started. I used to fluff all my links. I used to write all my links down on paper. And then,
Yeah.
you know, when you switch on the mic and you can hear someone cranking paper in the background because they're nervous. And yeah, man, that's how I started on radio, man.
Well, dude, you got into your flow like really quickly. Obviously, working with Roger Good, who opened the doors to the international market for you? How did that happen?
So there's a conference that happens in Miami called the Miami Music Conference.
Yeah.
And I've been going to that since 2008, like every year religiously, like trying to go there and learn. And so basically, like we'd go there, you'd see the new concepts, you'd see how the DJs were marketing themselves. This was before internet downloads and Shazam and all of that. So you'd literally go there to be on top of the music because all the promos would come out then. And if you were there, you got them. And if you didn't, you'd have to wait another 6 months like everyone else.
Yeah.
So I used to go to that religiously. And basically, like, I did my first show in London in 2010 with Fresh.
Yeah.
And then I've been going overseas every year since then. But like, people think it's like you just have an international gig. You know that you can go all the way to Vegas and play at the News Cafe and not play at the MMG. You can go all the way to Ibiza and play in like a small like Shabin bar instead of playing at all the super clubs. So yes, you're playing overseas, but it's not as easy as what people think it is.
No, it's not,
man.
And I can vouch for that. I've played in Los Angeles in the Heineken DJ Championships about 18 years ago, and I played in Las Vegas and Orlando. It's not the same as South Africa. Open it, please. It's a
Yeah.
completely different vibe. Those people read DJ on a completely different thing. Here in South Africa, if you're a good DJ and a good mixer, you're quiet. But there in the USA, they actually, some people judge you and watch you, and you can vouch for that. You're finding they're like, it's
Yeah,
heavy. It's
100%.
you can't because I come from the Technics DJ Mix Club, and those guys, Jason the Fool Faber, those names should bring it up. You remember,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Dave Skins, those guys, they helped me further in my DJing career on the MK1200s, and I took it from there. I went further overseas and so on to go do my thing, and they judged me like the Americans would judge you as a DJ who's not being, and that's something else.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, like some of the stuff that we'd learn and see there, you could literally only bring back 5% of it. So if you know like a cool way to do a party, like you couldn't do it how they did it in America because like it would just go over South Africans' heads. So you literally brought back like a tiny bit of it and then like got them easy to it and then like kept adding more.
Yes, and now, did you pick up when you went to the music thing in Miami? Did you pick up? It was about. You said you went 2008. I think it came out about 2011 when they started with proper video DJing. Did you see it? I mean, like 2 giant screens and the guy would mix the videos and so on. How did you see it there in the States?
Yeah, it was crazy. Because also you must remember, like the technology that we've got in South Africa is like so backdated.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
When you see someone doing that like live, it's like it's almost like your mind is like blown because you don't understand. Like you don't even know how they put it together.
Exactly. I remember that exact day. I was in a super club there at Universal Studios in Orlando. And I was gobsmacked. I was standing there looking like an absolute retard watching this DJ. I'm like, I'm not a DJ. I'm an idiot compared to this guy. And he's a no-name. He was flipping Pick and Pay Checkers Bag special DJ. But he was gooing it, and these people were going nuts. Chris, if you ever go to the States, you must experience
like
this.
If you have it, you have it. You know, if you're a DJ, you can stand up in that same room. It doesn't mean you're in the same level, but you're in the same room, bro. Straight up, man.
But watching it, Euphonik, it was an eye opener. And like you said, when I brought it back to South Africa, it was such a weird concept to these people that like, and the technology just didn't support what I wanted to do. I tried to bring it in, but I quickly gave up because it's firstly extremely expensive. It's extremely expensive. So
Let me tell you another funny story.
Yeah.
Fresh and I were one of the first people on Serato in South Africa.
Really?
And the funniest thing is that like when you play in the townships and you open your laptop and you looking for a song, they're like, "What are you checking your emails?"
Yeah.
So it just
like,
takes
no,
people
bro,
alive.
it's my music. I don't have to carry all those big boxes with the vinyls anymore, bro. That's what I can do now. Shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, dude. What technical rig are you using right now? What's your preferred stuff to work on? As an international DJ, because I've been burning to ask you this.
So I use there's a thing called DS1000, which is a sampler from Pioneer, and then I use the DJ the V10, the new DJ MV10, the 6-channel Pioneer mixer.
Okay.
And then Nexus 2000s, 3 of them. So that's my standard production setup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I forgot one thing. Lots and lots and lots of bass.
Lots of bass, man. It's all about that bass, bro. Shit, man. Well, because that, now I know about that, but I'm sure Whitey wants to ask you something else about tech. Let's go.
What I actually want to quickly bring it onto the screen. Temba, it was the VM10 you're playing on, eh?
Yeah, it's the DJ, the DJ MV10.
DJ MV10.
Okay, I want to just show the MV10. I want to quickly bring it on your screen because that's the lucky thing about this program, and it is.
Let's have a look at this man's
stunning.
gear.
It's a stunning mixer. Yeah, DJ MV10.
No,
it sounds like. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's really beautiful. I mean, like the amount of control that it gives you over the songs, and also like it's got isolators on board, and it's most mixes are 4-channel. This one's 6-channel, and literally like this one, when you cut the bass, like it completely like cuts the bass.
It's gone.
You know, Yeah, so it's really like one of those tools that's going to allow you to be more creative in how you mix.
Yeah. It's more
Moving
precise,
forward.
man.
But like any tool, like if you know what you're doing on it, it will help you do it. But if you're just gonna use it to mix normally, then you might as well be on like a normal 2-channel mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Those old Behringer DMX 200s or whatever it was called. You remember that?
Yeah,
Lippy,
yeah. Yes,
here we
those things
go.
were kake. Yes.
Yes. I started off DJing on the Techniques brands and then moved over and so on. But check it, there it is.
That is pretty, man.
That's
For
the
any
baby.
DJ,
the baby.
that is stunning. Oh, yummy,
Yeah,
yummy.
that's DJ porn right there.
Also, the
Yeah.
nice thing about this mixer is that it acts as a sound card itself. So you don't need to have like an amplifier plugged in. You can literally plug it in straight into your laptop via USB
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
and record your mix in like crisp, clear quality.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. You see, and that's exactly what you want. Oh, that's beautiful. That
Yeah,
is beautiful.
it's just you know what? The bigger the boys, the more expensive
sound-
the
you
toys. Huh?
you sound moist there, Whitey.
Like I said, bro, that's DJ porn. Now both of us are looking at this going.
that is DJ porn. That's proper
Damn.
DJ porn.
Once.
But yeah, but you know what? It was a difficult. Did you ever mix on vinyl?
I did. I've still got a lot of vinyl, very much like a lot of vinyl. It's just I was very lucky because I think vinyl started phasing out 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like there was so many gigs and so many more venues were opening up. So every single year there were more and more and more venues
Correct.
opening up. And man, it was the worst. I actually remember like the first couple of years I was playing on vinyl. And I was traveling out of Joburg. It literally like cost so much to take the record bag with you because they just add it and then work out the kilograms and then like charge you for it.
Yep, exactly. I went through it. I personally have about 3,000 or 4,000 vinyls still.
Still.
And I refuse to get rid of them.
That's a lot of
They're my
vinyl.
babies.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know how flammable that shit is, huh?
Yeah, if you don't know how to look after them. If you don't know how to look after them, anything is flammable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know. So
Now, dude,
so
what's your? Sorry, Wati.
Yeah, we've been talking so much again. I've seen a lot of questions fly past, and sorry if I don't know who asked it, but somebody said, "With this lockdown, are you working on a new album? Is something coming out? What's happening?"
So I mean, like actually, like what I've been doing is that like on my timber stuff, I've had music coming out every single month. There's actually a song that came out today. I remixed a friend of mine. I forget his surname, but his name is Nico. He's quite a big. He works with David Guetta and Martin Solveig. So I remixed one of his songs. I just remixed Midnight from Hosh. That came out 2 weeks ago. And from a euphonic point of view, I'm working on new music. You know, like also the South African scenes change so much that you like almost want to be careful with like what you bring out and how you bring it out. So like I took the last song I brought out, I dropped it last year. It's called All the Moves.
Yes.
So if you go on Apple Music or iTunes, you'll find it. It's called All the Moves. That's available and it's out now.
Well, there you go, guys.
This is the thing I do, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'll never stop making music. I mean, like even if I've become exceptionally unpopular or whatever, like
it's your
music is
passion.
the thing that I'm passionate about. With the lights off, you know, like it's what I'm happy to do.
Exactly. And you know, you mentioned something earlier when you said South Africa is the most eclectic country when it comes to music. And you know what? I forgot to add it on there. You know, me as a DJ as well, I do a lot of corporates and so on. And that's where I personally, at the clubs, it's a bit more difficult to see because the club is specific to a certain genre of music. And at the corporates, it is. One moment you'll play, it's not much mixing, it's not hardcore mixing, but it's still DJing where you're mixing in and everything. When you'll go from Kurt Darren's Kaptein to King Monada's that Fall Down song and then back to AC/DC and hard, and the more the people drink. And if a white DJ like me plays Sister Bettina, you must see these people go nuts. It's that's why I love it. I DJ'd at the club in Brakpan for 2 years. And I was the only white person in the club, but they refused to get any other DJ. And here's the 6'8" giant with a red beard on stage DJing to 300-400 darkies, and they didn't want anybody else. They would scream my name, YT, YT, and I took videos and stuff. And they
That's
loved
the
it.
strangest picture.
I know, and you must see this.
I can just picture it.
And they're all these small guys, and then they come and take pictures with me, and then I have to say, just bend down a little bit to get into the picture with us. It's the funniest thing.
And that's the beauty about South Africa, and it's just unfortunate that like a very small portion of our country like messes it up for every other person.
For everybody, man.
Exactly.
It's highlighted that it's as if like the whole country, blacks and whites, are all racist, and it's not.
And
it's like
It's true what you're saying, man.
It's 100% what you say there. You know, one of my bigger gigs that I did now a couple of years ago. It was, and I don't want to label it, but it was an African festival, and I was the DJ there, and I was one of the DJs there, and it was about 5,000 black people in front of me, and they loved it to absolute bits what I did, and it was so. And when you play King Monada for the very first time, and you don't know what it's about to happen, it is I got the fright of my life, dude. They all just suddenly dwa, and they all fall to the floor, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I thought there was lightning or something that hit the floor. And then one of the producers or the backstage people said, no, this is how they dance to that. I'm like, oh. And then they get up and they fall down. Get up and fall down. I'm like, whew. So again, it's the whole diversity of the music industry. We've got Saki Langarm, we've got ravers, we've got metalheads. It's so cool to live in this country and have the diversity of the music culture, because we can learn so much here, and like what you do, combine it, the European sound with the African sound, and look where you are, but it's fucking amazing.
And it's such a healthy environment, man, and it actually teaches you more about people than if you grew up in America, or like a lot of the people that I meet on my travels still ask, where are you from? Then I say, South Africa. Then they're like, in Cape Town. And I'm like, no, South Africa is an actual country.
Yes.
Cape Town is in South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
So living in South Africa, actually, like, you learn so much about the rest of the world. I just wish people would take the same amount of time to learn so much about the people around you here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like we have an exceptionally special country, man.
Exactly. What the sad thing is, what the world learns about South Africa is the garbage that they see on CNN. So they associate
100%.
South Africa what they see on CNN, and that, unfortunately, 90% of the time is a load of garbage. You said it's that small percentage of the country that's still like this at each other, where the rest of the country, look at Cape Town, before this lockdown, won the best travel destination in the world again for the 6th or 7th time. Yes, okay, everybody talks about Cape Town, but look at that. That's the type of things that we as South Africans see. Yes, there is shit, and there's a lot of shit here, but somehow we continue going on, and it doesn't fall apart because of what we are and who we are.
That's what makes us so amazing internationally. And like, you guys are DJs. You guys have traveled around the world DJing. I've been a musician my whole life, bro. I've played with everybody and traveled everywhere. And there's only one other country with people that I know that are like us, that me as a guitarist, I can play anything. I can play blues, rock, R&B, soul, whatever. I can jam on the guitar. And the only other people I've ever met that were like us were like South American dudes.
Oh, wow.
Like
okay.
proper South Americans. They're the only other guys in the world. That's why when you go work on ships or work in theater productions and stuff, and you go like, hey, I'm Venezuelan or I'm South African, the guys are like, oh, fuck, okay, you got to come in, because you can play Queen, and then you can play the next show with that stuff, and then you can play that, because you guys can play anything.
So,
good time, man.
So tell me, Temba, you're currently playing on 94.7's Sunday night show, am I correct?
Yes. I've got 6 to 8 o'clock every single Sunday. The name of the show is called Unite.
Yeah.
So, it's just like house music for 2 hours, like local, international. And what I'm trying to do as well is that, like, I'm trying to bring up like a lot of like the local talent that's here and trying
Yeah.
to show them that like the world is bigger than South Africa. It's bigger than
Yeah.
because like South Africa is one country out of 196. So
Yeah.
yeah, fine, you're the biggest thing in South Africa, but there's another 195 countries to try and conquer. So you might as well try while you still can.
Well, dude, you've now worked with like my favorite guys on the mixing scene. When are you releasing stuff with like some of the guys you've worked with? Obviously, there's like Swedish House Mafia and Avicii, all those guys. When are we hearing some Euphonik with that stuff? I want some of their stuff with some African beats, baby.
Yeah.
Look, I am working on it. Like I've met a lot of the guys, and like we are in talks. I actually literally just finished a remix for Sam Smith, which I know it's not a big. He's not a DJ, but like he's got a new single that's out with Demi Lovato, and I just remixed that. So like I am working a lot with like a lot of the international people.
Big up, dude.
So it's only a matter of time. So to answer your question, it's only a matter of time.
Yes, sir, man. Because you know what? One thing I've noticed is shit, man. What's his name? Fucking, he's an old toppy DJ. I'll remember now.
No.
He uses big time African percussion or African beats. Fuck, man, what's his name? Damn, it's from all the marijuana I smoked. I can't remember shit, dude. Shit. You've worked with him, man. Let me check here. Watty, keep this man company while I figure this stuff out, dude.
Anyways, Temba, how are you doing while we wait?
Yeah. Shit, man.
Chris, you must share what you're smoking, bro.
I know, bro. At least this stuff I can grow in the garden. I can't get shit for it. You know what I mean?
Temba, did you ever think you would live in a country where weed is legal and booze and smokes aren't?
Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy,
right?
You know. And I really feel sorry for like our government, you know, because it's like a pandemic happens like once in a blue moon, and then like you have to be responsible for making decisions, like and like what are you gonna do? Because nothing you're gonna do is gonna be right, and nothing like you know what I mean? Like you're doomed if you do, you're damned if you don't, you know. So it's hard. It's hard, man.
Yeah,
absolute
exactly.
truth, man. Yes.
Het jy al die naam gekry, Chris?
No, I haven't. And you know what? It'll come to me when I'm not thinking of it. So I'm not going to try and think of it.
All right, there was a question.
Chatting to you, man. Yeah.
So let's continue chatting. There was a question that Chris Stockbok asked earlier. He said, Temba, if you're from Nelspruit's area, are you Pedi? Do you speak Pedi?
No, I'm Swati.
Swati, okay.
Yeah, he's in Nkosi, bro. He's a Swati, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what Chris...
The only Pedi I know is Wakwishisha, which means do you understand?
Okay, brilliant. So yesterday...
Yeah, so like my family's originally from Swaziland.
Yeah.
And then basically like long ago when there were like wars and infightings in Swaziland, my family then moved out of Swaziland and moved to Nelspruit side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we ended up in Komatipoort, because like it's literally actually from where my grandparents live.
Yeah.
You can walk, and in an hour you're in Swaziland. Then there's no border. It's just like you just literally walk across the fence.
Yeah.
And you know what? All the Nkosis are now. Aren't you all related to the king in some way?
Yes. All the Nkosis. So I've got royal blood in me, but the problem is that like you never really know like when, where, how, because also like the Nkosis back in the day were a lot of thugs and looters.
Yeah. Thank you. So they had a lot of hoes back then, man. They were gangster back then, bro. Because I've got a friend, Tebogo Nkosi, a trigger. He's my G, man, and we like grew up together, and that's how I know. Because he's also a Nkosi and he's Swati. So the instant I knew, like, no, this guy's. I know the history, bro. Straight,
so
man.
Temba, when did you start working there by 947?
I started in 2017. And it's been going strong since then, and I went straight to do the Sunday show. I think you know when I left 5FM, I didn't leave because I wanted to. I left because like the management was starting to like do things that were like not aligned to like my dreams and my passions, you know. And you know what happens a lot in radio is that whenever they shift management, the people that come to manage the station all come from different environments. So you'll find that like the one guy comes from a banking environment. Another lady comes from like a shoe marketing environment, and they come market the station, and then they've got their own views and dreams and goals of where they want it to go. And me, like, I was a DJ yesterday, I'm a DJ today, I want to DJ tomorrow. So
I'm gonna be a DJ
like,
forever, yeah.
Yeah, I can't follow something that I don't believe in. You know what I mean? So like, and it's very difficult because like radio management is very instrumental in how people, if a guy really likes you, the management really likes you and says, cool, you're the new drive time DJ, then that's what it is. But you might find that it's not part of your goals and dreams that you want to do. So like for me, as soon as something like starts messing with like where I want to go and what I believe in, and you want to change the music and also like, I know what I'm doing because I do it on a daily basis.
Yeah,
exactly.
So you can't argue with me about what's right or what's wrong with the music. You know, you can show me insights and data versus on numbers, and then it's like, okay, cool. But if my numbers are still strong and you want me to change my music, like it's not me. Like it has to be. It's like asking Fresh to change his voice.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it. You know.
Now, the reason why I asked you this question is because what you just said is one part of the answer to my question is that whole thing. I had the opportunity to go into radio DJing, but obviously you start your graveyard shifts and work your way up.
Yeah.
They said you cannot play what you want. The music manager tells you what to play, and I was completely against that. So what I did from there is, the reason why I asked you when did you start there is because I just missed you. I've been in that studio there by 947 and 702 quite a lot because I manage Wacky Simpson and I manage a few other guys, the radio guys. So that's one of the things that I do.
Really? Dope.
So how often do you see Ravi, your boss?
Hardly. I speak to him on the phone.
Exactly. I know how happy you made, because I know Ravi very well. But just that's why I just wanted to say, did I ever bump into you there at the studios? And I'm like, when you said 2017, I'm like, oh no, okay, no, because that's when Darren moved away to Cape Town, and I didn't. Not Mall, Wackett. Yeah, Mall is East Coast, so that's why I never bumped into you there. But I'd like to. Because I see our time is basically up, but I'd love to meet you in person and just have a beer and chat a bit further.
Man. This chat was unexpected and it was really amazing, man. I had so much fun. So like, definitely.
Yeah, Mampotla. When I spoke to Mampotla, she's like, yeah. I'm like, wow, okay. I've never heard somebody so excited to be on the show. So that's cool. So I'd love to chat to you further afterwards. Like I said, that's one of the things I do is I manage artists and I don't want to talk management or so on. That's Mampotla's baby with you, but you know, as a DJ to a DJ, what we want to do, Chris and myself, what we want to do when this lockdown is over, and most of our guests have said yes, where we want to do a one-on-one interview with you live in your house or wherever.
At one of these shows or something, man. We just want to roll with you for the day and do a live thing so that we can do this, man.
No, that's cool. I'm definitely in, man. And what you guys are doing, I mean, is the future. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks a lot, bro.
Doing stuff online. I mean, like, look, we're all in 3 different locations. We're having the fattest conversation. People are tuned in from wherever they're tuned in, and everyone's enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? And like, and what I like most about it is that it's unfiltered. You know, like I can say fuck, right? Can I say fuck?
Yes.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah, do it.
And that's the difference between a Prime Media interview and our interview. If you did that at work, you'd be fired immediately. I know.
Yeah, it'll be tickets.
Yeah, but they will fire you and say, make you resign and say, I had such a wonderful time, I'm going to better pastures, and they'll have a little. I know how it works there. I know I know exactly. That's why.
Here's the thing.
You know, radio and DJing, this career that we've chosen, are 2 of the most thankless jobs ever. You know, like nobody gives a shit.
It's
like, they don't care. It's just like, cool. When you are cool, we're happy to be with you. When you're not cool, bye-bye.
Yes,
next.
and And you know for a fact what I'm talking about when they make it look like you are resigning from the company. Horse shit. Nobody resigns from a paying job because you want to go to greener. I know exactly how the industry works.
Yeah.
I won't elaborate more on it. So
Well, dude, obviously,
Yeah,
Euphonik
harsh.
is like, you've like cemented your place in the South African music industry, despite your super amazing, a lot of awards and stuff for years now. Obviously, you like becoming one of the godfathers. You like fresh, bro. You guys have been in the game so long. You know, everybody looks up to you. Guys can't tell you shit no more, bro. They got to respect what you say. What you guys say has got a lot of weight, you know. So, dude, we
No,
hope you
sure.
stick
I mean,
around, man.
like, yeah, I mean, like it comes with respecting everyone as well, you know.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think for me, like what I do personally is that like I give every single person I come across the world of respect, and when I start disrespecting you, it's because you've taken the respect away from yourself.
Exactly.
man.
You know, so like I treat everyone the way I like to be treated, and the minute people like treat me any other way, like
Yeah.
the respect starts declining.
I give everybody a clean slate. What they do
Yes.
with it, it's up to them.
100%.
Straight up, bro.
Now, Temba, there's one of our regular listeners that's been hounding me. These comments are coming up so quickly, I can't get to everybody, but she's now asked me 17 times. She's like, please ask Temba to give me Jackie and Fran a shout out. So DJ Euphonik says, what's up, Fran and Jackie? Whatever, do you think?
Hey, Jackie and Fran, what's up, guys? Are you good? Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it, man.
There you go. There you
Is that-
go.
is
Nice,
that- is
a shout
that
out,
the-
man.
is it-
Wait, I'll bring it back. Yeah, that's
What-
Jackie.
Hello, I'm still waiting. What's up, Jackie?
Yeah. And then we got Munyatsi Ismail Mofokeng. She says, thanks, Euphonik. You're an inspiration. Big up, groot man.
Nice,
Away.
Cool, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Thanks
Yeah,
for tuning
one
in,
time,
man. Really
man.
appreciate it.
Okay,
Yes.
and this is Paul van Staden. It's not a goodbye, but this is the man that needs to make your shirt. So Paul, not Paul, Temba, tell him, listen, dude, I want my shirt, please.
Yeah, we're
There.
gonna hook you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paulie, don't upset me, bro. Please, please, please. I want my shirt. And also, how I want it is
Yeah.
that Whitey and Chris have to sign it, and then I must get it.
Yes.
Gangster. You know
Like
what
I'm
I'll
saying,
do?
Like it's 4.5 followers today. It's 2
Yeah.
million followers in a month, and then the t-shirts worth something.
I love
Yeah,
the way you think, my brother. I love the way you think, man.
And
Yes.
you know what? I'll WhatsApp you the design because I designed
Yeah.
the shirts as well. I'll put
Once.
your Euphonik there. I will make a plan. Okay.
That'll be fucking brilliant.
guys.
Euphonik representing
All
the
right.
bros. Well, dude, once again, you know what? Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
We love you. South Africa loves you. We can't
Yeah,
get enough
absolutely.
of you. Keep pumping out those beautiful house hits you're doing. Dude, it doesn't
Thank you,
matter
Jim.
what flavor you go with. I think we like euphonic flavor. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what flavor you go with. We want your flavor.
Yeah.
So we're thankful for you, my brother, and thank you for your time, bro. Thank you so much.
Before you run away,
Appreciate it, man. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Before you run away, Temba, listen, what we do is afterwards on a Friday night, we go to Twitch TV and we DJ for our friends. So it's not really a SA Bros thing. It's just because we love playing music and we DJ there. Our gear is set up. Now, I want to know, your permission, live TV that's being recorded, can we jam a couple of your tunes afterwards?
Please, man, I'd appreciate that. Will you also send me the link so I can also tune in and jam?
Of course.
Dude, if you geared up there, we can jam over each other. If you've got a controller or something, just you don't need all the CDJs. Just plug your controller into the computer and fucking let's go.
Oh, man, I don't have one here, man. It's all at my studio.
That's the right
All right.
answer because we get plastered on a Friday night. Dude, like we say, this one is just for our friends. This is like
Yes.
hooking up at a club and we can all party in our own homes and keep it safe. And then we all get pretty fraught on a Friday night. It's quite insane.
Yeah, so I will.
dope, man.
I'll send Mampotla your the link and then I'll ask. Tell her to send me your number so we can chat and I'll send you your shirt and everything. Okay.
Away.
Cool, we'll do, gents. Thank
All
you
right,
so much,
but-
man. I really appreciate this. This is amazing, man.
Much
Yeah,
love,
dude.
my brother.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
man.
Thank you so much. You're an absolute star and love you. Take care.
Cheers,
Cheers.
gents.
Bye.
Dude, what a fucking awesome interview was that? Huh?
Just try to do
He is
fun.
so
Just
awesome.
trying to do
What
your
an awesome
fun.
guy. Huh?
Just try to do your fun.
Kyk vir Chris,
fucking
boys.
happy,
Hy verloor
dude.
sy leersit.
Shit, man. Dude, you know what? I just love the way that South Africans can just be bros.
Yes,
Fucking-
this
that's
is the point
one
of the
thing
show.
that I love more than anything is we can all just have a chat. Goeie dop, fucking goeie braai. We all know what a braai is. We all know what a dope is. We can all just
Yeah.
be bros.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
brotherhood, man. I freaking love it. And you guys, kom ons gaan nou gou hierso af. Johnny, jy was eerste op. Jy's altyd hier so my bra, fucking
Ja.
lekker. Jackie Massa kind, julle is almal hier so Paul van Staden. Loftus, away Massa kind, Liz, Chris Takbok, kom ons kyk wie anders is hier. Twane Larry. I want to be like Larry.
Yeah, Mike Lowry. Mike
Yeah.
Lowry.
Claudia Kuta, Monyati Ismail Mofokeng, thanks for joining us, my brother. Let's see, which other names are here? Bradley, Fabian Plessie, Massa Kant, we miss you here, my
Bradley,
brother. Hoorie,
ja.
wees bly jy is daai kant braai. Jy kan nou lekker braai. Dit's fucking kakkout hierso, dude. Jy moet sien hoe lekker Kaap my bra is koud.
Ja,
En,
dit
Pamela
is
Swanepoel, away. It's good checking you guys. Fran Zambri Geier, slukkie. Dude, ons het nog nie een slukkie gehad, die slukkie.
Wel, jy het nie. Ek is al fucking half dronk hierso. Kyk, hier is my tweede glas. Ek slukkie die hele tyd en niemand sê niks nie.
Ek het net nie gesê nie, want hierdie dop is so sterk, ek dog my vrou is kwaad vir my.
Hoorie, en Paul. Dude,
Ja.
what a fucking shirt. What a fucking shirt.
Yeah, we give you
Guys.
man kisses, Paul.
Hoorie,
Man kisses.
guys, we will be telling you how you can get your hold of these shirts and where you can buy them or what. I will confirm with Chris, but as far as I know, Paul sent 2 extra shirts worth.
Those are giveaways.
Yes, we're gonna think of a competition where we're gonna give away. It's 1 large and 1 medium. Am I right, Chris?
Yeah, so we can give one to a guy and one we need a chick with the shirt with his.
Yeah, obviously. So we're gonna run a competition. We'll think of a competition, what we're gonna do, and then whatever we come up with, we'll tell you guys. Let's do it on Monday. But now that I'm saying Monday,
Yeah.
um.
Our lineup for next week.
Yes, guys. Please don't go away. Let me get it. Hang on. You guys are in for a treat, as always. And wait, I'm going to give Claudia a bit of shit. Claudia, if you are still listening,
Yeah.
last night you said, oh, you guys are running out of fucking people to talk to. Yo gat, man. I'm joking. Check it this lineup, guys. This is... Sy gaan my bliksem, kloete gaan my moer. Hulle almal gaan my
Hulle gaan vir jou fucking opdruk, pels, dis 'n varhoek.
Guys, you are in for a fucking treat next week. Where is it? Interviews, lineup. Look at this.
Look at this.
Oh.
Look at this.
And here we go. Share screen.
We are gonna have lekker
Okay.
chatting stukkend. Check it.
There you go. Watch this. Monday
Monday.
night, we've got King Oba. He's an absolutely brilliant comedian. Now, Tuesday night is going to be Bro Tuesday because we have to accommodate Skalk Besuidenhout, one of the
Yes.
funniest fucking Afrikaans comedians in the country, because he
Ever.
can only do Thursday. And we decided that we'll make Bro Thursday, Bro Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then Biggie on Wednesday. Dames,
Dames.
sê my wat jou naam
Sê
is.
na-
My naam is Adrianus. En neighbors gaan dit weet as ek met jou klaar is.
Here, jy sing pragtig en dan Friday het ons massa kind Early B, die bra wat potte
Ja.
gesing het, een van ons brasse saam met saam met Parow
Jack
Brass.
Parow.
Stryd, hierdie bra, hy spoeg Afrikaans op 'n nuwe level. Hy spoeg dit vinnig. Hy
Bra.
bietjie is soos hy doen mooi stadige rap, dude. Early B fucking spoeg, papa. Hierdie bra kan gooi.
Yes,
Straight
pal. So guys, how's that for a lineup? Dude, it's just getting better and better and better. So
I totally agree.
We don't run out at South Africa because we have got so many fucking talented guys.
Yeah.
The reason why we haven't had more Springboks and rugby players, They are in a big battle at the moment with their selected franchises, where they're fighting over contracts and what with this COVID-19 nonsense. So I decided to pull back and not bother these guys with shit like that, because they're just going to get upset and so on.
Yeah.
We will get to the Springboks. Ross is chilled. He's gangster because he's a lion and his contract is set in stone, so he's fine. So yeah.
Right. Hy's ook 'n Benten. Dis hy, Brad. Dis een van Early B se songs, bro. Hy's ook 'n Benten.
Yes, correct.
Fucking check een van ons ma se kinders op Vrydag, dan check jy lekker, bro. Ek kan nie wag om met volgende week met hierdie ouens te praat nie. King Ngoba gaan kak van nie wees.
Ngoba, hy's kaksnaaks. So julle weet, baie van julle weet, and to all our new people, I'm one of the guys when it comes to South Africa comedy to know, are you going to be
great?
Are you going to go forward
in
the comedy industry? Because it's not just, I'm not saying it because I'm big-headed. I'm a big agency, and if you don't have the material and you've got a cock attitude, you're out. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And I was one of those people that was fortunate enough to make that decision. And King Oba, his full name is Oba Ngobo. How's that for Zulu?
Ngoba Ngobo.
Yeah, Oba Ngobo. Hey, Chris said it.
Ja, jy moet nou net fucking jy moet nou net die fucking full on all shit leer, en dan fucking dan kan ons hier so sit soos twee kosa dudes en net klik, hè.
Yes, ek sê vir jou. And yes, Claudia, we are moving over to Twitch TV right now. So trust me, it is going to be great. But what gebeur nou daar?
Toe maar alles speel nog, man.
Is jy
Alles
seker?
speel nog. Ja, hierso aan my kant speel het nog, hy het nog niks gefreeze. But guys, we are moving over to Twitch. We are looking for a different platform to mix on Friday nights. We know we have been having a bit of problems on the Twitch platform, but dit maak nie saak nie, fucking gooi vir jou 'n dop. Ons kry julle ouens nou daar.
Ja, exactly.
Dis sulke fucking tyd, bro. So ek gaan so lank 'n musiek hierso reg kry, en dan sodra ons oor switch dan freaking hit ons dit. Ek gaan met 'n gangster song begin, net uit respek uit vir ons bro Euphonik. Maar ek gaan nog nie Euphonik jam nie. Ons gaan nou Euphonik speel. Ek gaan nie Euphonik speel nie. Ek gaan 'n song speel wat jy vandag na geluister het. Wat
Chris,
ek dink jy moet gaan gooi.
Bly net hierso op die groep asseblief, want ek moet gou Chrome restart.
Okay, ek sal almal company hou. No problem. Bye bye. Okay, jy het jouself nie afgehaal nie, maar dis okay, ek is al aan 'n praat. Once again, I'm left here alone with you guys. Is hy ou fucking mal, hy los my alleen nie. Vir almal van julle, slukkie maar se kinders. Cheers fuckers, away Shoni, baie dankie. Andre wants a shout out, Watty. Fucking, jy kan vir Chris ook vra, Claudia. So hierdie eens slukkie vir my seun Kloete, maar se kind, vang 'n slukkie, bro.
Daar's hy, ek terug. Daar's hy, ek's terug, boys. Ek's boy.
Yes, dit was vinnig. Fucking, I'm very impressed, guy.
Ja, ek's gangster, my vriend.
Very impressed there, bro.
Wag, laat ek net hier reg.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
Ja, maar hierdie moet ek afskop. Gaan weg. Remove. Daar's hy.
Daar's hy.
Kyk, daar's hy.
Excellent.
Right. Gaan ons Twitch toe.
Loftus is nog hier, bro. Yes, ons gaan Twitch toe, man. So sê vir my as ons op is dat ek die jams kan begin.
Laat ek net jy sê my gou-gou in private chat waarmee jy gaan begin?
Ek weet jy, ek gaan net vir jou sê dis 'n hip-hop trap mix.
Van
'n classic song.
Het jou. Okay, cool. Okay. Ek gaan van YouTube eers af remove.
Kant my in. Yes.
Guys,